Good evening, good evening. Welcome to God First Christ Gang Media News. Welcome to God First Christ Gang Media News. I'm your host, Brian Taylor Bridges. I am your host, Brian Taylor Bridges. Welcome to God First Christ Gang Media News, y'all. Come on in for a brief moment. Man, Atlanta rapper Gunna pled guilty to RICO case and released from jail, you all. Yep, that's right. Released from jail on the RICO case. Now, not too many people have ever beat a RICO case. There is quite a few people, but only a handful. I said it. Yep, only a handful, you all. Now, this is when it comes to sticking to the code and doing all this silly stuff. Really comes back and to real fruition. I said it comes back to real life terms, you all. In this case, this gang life, this code, and sticking to this kind of code and that kind of code is really a bunch of hogwash. I said it is really a bunch of hogwash, you all. Now, here in a brief moment, I'm going to read the full article to you all so you can get a better understanding of what has actually happened today in this young Gunna case, you all. Now, what does this mean to the rest of YSL and the people that actually participate in this particular circle or claiming this particular set, you all? I said it, or the people that's actually claiming this particular set. What does it actually mean for these cats, you all? This particular case, this man actually getting out on something he said was said that he pled guilty to on a case for his freedom, you all. And this is when it comes to grown men actually taking responsibility for their own actions. I said it, when grown men actually take responsibilities for their own actions, because not too many people are going to actually take a case for you, whether it's murder, robbery, jacking, carjacking, arson, kidnapping, whatever it may be, you all. But in this particular case, these men was facing a lot of time for some particular bodies that was left on the street, so forth and so on, you all. I mean, the list goes on and on. It's like a 95-page indictment. I said it's like a 95-page indictment, you all. Now, in my particular opinion, I think they should free everybody. I said it, free everybody. You know, why just free one person when you have so many people that's actually involved with the one particular case, you all? Like I said, man, this is a very puzzling situation to me. I did read his particular news statement that he made with this particular case, and I want to share a few things and a few facts with you all about this particular gang life code type of thing, you all. Like I said, it's really a bunch of hogwash if you expect to be in some kind of gang or claiming some kind of organization and you are the fall guy. I said it, and you are the fall guy. You the one that they particularly picked to take the rap for the whole clique or the rap for the whole gang or community or neighborhood or whatever you may particularly claim you are. Like I said, man, this is one strange thing, because these men happen to trying to have been make bond for like a whole year already, and was denied each time they asked for a bond or some type of bond reduction. In this particular case, these guys were not even given these particular bonds because these people was under some type of fear that if they actually got out, that they would be harmful to so many people, their communities, and so forth and so on, you all. But today, young Gunna, just right before the Christmas holidays, just walked right up out of this place, you all. Now, I did see some of the stipulations where he would have to do like 500 hours of community service time, so forth and so on, you all. And one of his particular stipulations was that he had to speak against gang activity, gang violence, so forth and so on, you all. And I think that was about the best stipulation that could have possibly happened in this particular case. Now, I can't say the man went around snitching or doing whatever these people may say that he had done to actually get out, you all, because he had taken some kind of non-condolences type of deal and actually got out this particular situation, you all. Now, this doesn't keep him from being charged in the civil suit, so forth and so on. And I'm real excited to see to actually hear what the lead attorney gonna have to say about this one, you all. I said it, the lead attorney, you all. This guy is pretty solid and have been very solid in these type of criminal cases and other type of cases and so forth and so on, you all. And you know, like I said, man, this is one that is very strange to me, you all. But this, when you say you know, when you go to sticking to some kind of code, and then it's so many young guys that are still actually out here claiming this particular set, so forth and so on. I said that I heard some little rappers the other day, some known rappers screaming slime, so forth and so on. But then you turn around and figure out that is these dudes really as solid as they say that, or that they claim to have been, you all, or was Young Gunna a federal agent? I said it was Young Gunna, an actual federal agent that can just get his rap on, you all. I don't know, but the man had actually joined the YSL family in 2016 around this particular time, and he had no idea that this type of actions was actually happening within this family or within this gang organization or whatever they had been claiming, you all. The man was just under the impression that they was just some regular old entertainers, and they was trying to get they you know, like-minded atmosphere on pretty much, you all. So again, I want to discuss a few things about this particular case, and I just want to let everybody know that this gang stuff is not the way to go, you all. I said that the gang stuff is not the way to go, especially if you had joined this particular group and you think you coming up and you gonna be claiming something that you are really not actually a part of, you all. And you know, like I say, man, one thing could lead to another. And if you think that you got some friends and some homies out there that's going to actually take a case for you, you got another thing coming, buddy. I said it, if you think these dudes are going to actually take these particular cases for you, then you got another thing coming. You know, and that go for anybody who out there thinking they claiming something that these dudes are going to actually be solid to, you are, because you know, when your freedom is on the line and when these people telling you you may never get out of jail or prison again, and then you will see how real people actually are, you all, because like again, they are not gonna take these murder cases, so forth and so on, and like they just gonna sweep it under the rug, you know, like they just gonna take everything and spend the rest of their life with some more men behind some bricks and stones. You know, like I said, this is crazy when if somebody even asks you to do something like that, you all, it's very, very insane action, and ain't nobody want to be accepting of nothing that bad where you're gonna just take everything, life sentence, 20, 30, 40, 50 years, 60 years behind somebody else's actions, you all. Like I said, this is crazy. I don't know why people, because some people have particularly done this. And I'm pretty sure today they wishing they had got out or had done or said something different, you all. Now you got people talking about, putting cases on dead people and things of that nature, you all. Like I said, there's a lot of that running around now at this day and time and era, you all. So again, you all, in my opinion, men take their own cases. What's mine is mine, and what's yours is yours. And if you riding with some dudes that particularly get down in these dirty type of manners, then you should reevaluate your circle. I said it, then you should definitely reevaluate your circle, you all. Again, before I get off into this particular case and read this quick article to you all, copyright disclaimer under Title 17, USC, Sections 107. Allowances made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comments, news reporting, teaching, scholarships, and research. Fair use is permitted by the copyright statute and might otherwise be infringed. Non-profit education and personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use. It tips the balance in favor of fair. Damn, I ain't got no water around here. It tips the balance in favor of fair use, you all. So again, this case, if you joining, maybe later on, this is about the YSL case and what will it mean for these other dudes that's actually locked up under this same indictment, you all. Do they all plead the same thing and get out, or do we free everybody? Do we free all the gangbangers under this particular act? I said, do we free everybody that, in a possible situation of such a magnitude? In fact, these people are in a situation of a less magnitude. I said a lot of people are in a situation of a less magnitude. So should they plead the same thing that this young gunner has pledged, you all? This is something that people have to think about. They have to consider when they talking to their attorney, you all, because like I said, man, money move mountains, and man, this is one case, like I said, that's very strange. So I just want to get straight off into this and kind of read the article to you all, so again, you all can get a better understanding of what had actually happened just 3 or 4 hours ago, you all. I believe he was released around 5:30 or something of that nature. So again, I will get straight off into this particular news article, you all. It says Atlanta rapper pleads guilty. Atlanta rapper Gunna pleads guilty to the RICO case and released from jail, you all. Again, he was released from jail and he didn't bond out. He didn't have to get no bond reduction, so forth and so on, you all. So like I said, this is one strange and baffling thing to me. But again, I will go ahead on and finish reading to this story. It said Atlanta rapper Gunna walked out of Fulton County Jail on Wednesday afternoon, pleading guilty to charges in the RICO Act case filed against him and dozens of other alleged associates, you all. It said Gunna, whose legal name is Sergio Kitchens, and Young Thug, whose name is Jeffrey Williams, are two of the defendants indicted for the charges of violations of the RICO Act. It said the indictment claimed that they are part of a gang known as Young Slime Life. Young Slime Life, they say, you all. Again, prosecutors allegedly alleged those names in the indictment have engaged in the violent criminal activities in the city for years, you all. So, like I said, this ain't nothing that was just a few months or 1 year or nothing like this nature. These people saying that this particular organization has been around and doing what they had done for many years, you all. So it said attorney for Gunna said Kitchens, in exchange for a guilty plea, would not serve any time in prison. Again, I said he would not serve no time in prison, you all. Again, it said the deal sentenced him to 5 years with 1 year to serve in prison, and he got time served for that. It said that time was commuted to time served and the balance was suspended. He will need to complete 500 hours of community service and 350 of those hours speaking to young men and women in the community about the dangers of gangs and gang violence, you all. And again, that's one of the, I guess that's one of the most productive things that he could have done, to speak against gangs and gang violence, you all. Because like I said, it's this new generation have things very confused. I said it, they are a very confused generation. They don't understand what it actually means to be in some of these particular gangs that they are actually claiming, you all. It said Gunna attend it said Fulton County Supervisor Court Judge, Chief Judge Uriel Gainesville also ruled he is not to have any contact with his co-defendants. It said if called by any party in the case, he must testify truthfully, but can also reserve the rights to invoke his Fifth Amendment, you all. Again, his Fifth Amendment was not something that he had invoked, you all. He had to particularly do a lot of talking and dealing and maneuvering to actually get free, you all, because again, he did not have to make a bond. He had walked straight out of this particular jailhouse, you all. Good afternoon, Jubin, bro. I'm talking about this young Gunna case. I had a few other things I want to kind of address, but this one was pretty fire to kind of discuss, you all. Because then again, I'm talking about this gang life, Jubin, and how men should actually take their own cases, and when it comes to being free, actually free and not being in no 5x7 or 8x9 or whatever 3x3. These dudes are gonna actually tell what needs to be told, you all. I said it, they're gonna actually give you up. Like I said, I'm not saying that this man had actually done this, but it's looking pretty suspect to me, you all. It said in the state, Gunna did not admit guilt or claim he was pleading guilty in his best interest. And he said, and this is his own statement, you all. He said, when I became affiliated with YSL in 2016, I did not consider it a gang. He said, more like a group of people from the Metro Atlanta who had commended interest in artist aspirations, you all. What'd you say, bro? Yeah, this is that 90s stuff. This that 90s stuff all the way. It said, while I had agreed to always be truthful, I want to make it perfectly clear that I have not made any statements. And have not been interviewed and not cooperated, have not agreed to testify or be a witness for or against any party in the case, and have absolutely no interest of being involved in the trial process, you all. So again, this is something that he had signed, this was his paperwork, this is what was in his agreement. And might I say, he had a very good lawyer, you all. But pretty much, like I said, this was a 95 page indictment, you all. And if you look at the link below, you can also see the whole 95 page indictment in this particular news article, you all. So it said, I have chosen to end my RICO case with the Alfred plea, you all. So again, this is what some of the things that if you have family or relatives that may be locked up, you all, maybe they can put in them an alpha plea. You know, I don't know if it'll work for anything less than a RICO case, but maybe you can absolutely try this, you all. I'm not sure. But it said in the end, my personal ordeal by public acknowledgement, my association with YSL, and alpha plea in my case is the entry of guilt plea to one charge against me, you all. So, like I said, he pled guilty to one of these particular charges, and we do not know which charge it was, you all. But like I say, I don't know how they're gonna actually bring these other men to some kind of charges when they are not holding everybody accountable. I said when they are not holding everybody accountable. So do the rest of the YSL members plead the alpha plea? Do they let out the rest of the slime G unit? I'm not sure, you all, how this actually works, but this new generation, new wave type of talking and communicating, I guess, you all, you know, I'm just gonna put it like that. It said, an alpha plea in my case is an entry of guilt plea to one of the charges against me, which is in my best interest. He said, while at the same time maintaining my innocence toward the same charges, I love and cherish my association with YSL music, you all. So he's saying he still love his, the music they had and already put down, because I'm not too sure what this is going to actually do for the future of this man music, or if people gonna still actually buy it. But they were still buying that other dude music with all them colors on. I don't know, these youngsters, man, they come and they go, you know. But they had another little youngster that was, I guess he had done something similar to that, and he had all them, man, this little dude here, I don't know, man, he was whacking all them dudes, you know, the new waxsters, if you ask me. It said, I love and cherish my association with YSL music and always will. I look at this as an opportunity to give back to the community and educate young men and women that gangs and violence only lead to destruction, you all. And again, you know, this is absolutely something that gang violence does, you know, that people in the community that's participating in gang activities with no agenda, you know, but to hurt their own communities, you know, and things of that nature. If they're not doing nothing productive, not trying to build the actual community they living in, then they are actually tearing it down, you all. I said it then, they are actually tearing these communities down. It said at 5 p.m. Kitchens walked out of the Fulton County Jail and into an SUV waiting for him outside, you all. And I will play a small clip of that. And that was a very nice Maybach SUV he had them walked out of. And like I said, man, prosecutors claim that Williams is a co-founder of the alleged street gang YSL. It said the indictment also gives a detailed account of various violence, crime activities members of the YSL are accused of, and documents social media posts and rap lyrics by Williams referred that with reference in YSL. It said the RICO trial for the all the defendants was scheduled to start at the first of the year, you all. So again, what is an alpha plea? And this is what he pled. It's called an alpha plea, you all. So again, some of you all may need to look this up. And, you know, like I said, if they're going to free one, why not free everybody, you know? But again, this is a very serious case, you all. And somebody going to pay the piper for this, you know. Not everybody going to be able to do this, you know. So I guess the first one smelt it is the first one dealt it. You know how they used to say when somebody go to fart and stuff, things of that nature, you all. But again, I guess in this particular case, you know, the first one who actually go to screaming is the first one who's going to actually be free, you all. So it said the alpha plea, also sometimes known as the Kennedy plea, you all. The Alford guilty plea, according to doctrines and best interest plea, is a type of guilty plea in criminal court that gives weight to the evidence, you all. So again, this gives weight to the evidence. I don't know what kind of weight it would actually be giving them, besides some more besides some more evidence, if you ask me, it said to give weight to the evidence that's already at hand. It allows the defendant to continue and assert their innocence and not admit to a criminal act at all, you all. It say while conceding the evidence against them would likely lead to a conviction. It said the plea also allows the defendant to skip a trial and just accept the consequences associated with a guilty plea, you all. So again, this was man, he rolled the dice. I mean, but like I said, because they could actually had given them something, you know, they could have actually given him a lot of time. I mean, for he go ahead on and plead guilty before the crime and before all this and before all that. Maybe it's a trap. Maybe it's some bait trap, Maybe they want some others to actually plead guilty, in which they may take their head off or they may let them free. I mean, we don't actually know what's particularly going on down here. Maybe they are actually being paid off. Maybe the judges and the DAs and all the people that's down there affiliated with this case is actually taking some type of money up under the table. I said it, maybe everybody down there is actually taking a little piece of bread up under the table, you all. It said this is unlikely a no contender plea, you all, a no contender plea. In that it can be used against a defendant in a civil action and future court proceedings, you all. So again, maybe he can still be charged in some type of silver suit cases, maybe from the family, so forth and so on. And I'm pretty sure that this is what a lot of these people may do. Had it affected my family, I'm pretty sure that I would be in line trying to fill out some kind of civil suit against these particular people that had actually pled guilty to possibly the death of one of my family members or one of my loved ones, you all. So like I said, this is a very strange case, you all. So again, I do have a brief news clipping that I can share with you all when he had just walked out and grabbed him a big handful of a bouquet. I said the man grabbed him a handful. He had been locked up a minute, so I'm pretty sure he got straight to the basics. So in this particular case, man, like I said, man, I don't know what's going to happen with these new generation type of dudes. Yeah, my bro say he's snitching like a mug, you all. But yeah, man, like I said, man, something is pretty much going on for a man, like I say, to particularly walk free. This is what he had absolutely chosen to do, and he still will have a lot of time. I don't know how this going to affect the streets of Atlanta or who going to actually be calling him to do some kind of duo song. Maybe they gonna drop them a couple albums. I want to see who really answer the phone. I'm pretty sure he probably called a few people and try to drop him something. Try to drop him something hot. I'm pretty sure he made it with all that much time. I'm pretty sure he didn't wrote him something. You all, he should have at least 12 songs within a year time. You all, like I said, that's not much when you actually artists of his type of magnitude. Anyway, you all. So here is the actual release itself. And I think that was some of his family members also, but he had some kind of bodyguard that was with him, and his what appeared to be his girlfriend. I don't know if that was his girlfriend before he left or when he came back or when it was, you all, but this was his particular team. Somebody was scared. They was like, I wonder if everything okay, but like I said, I don't know if it was a bait and switch or what's actually fit to jump off, but hey, man, it's not safe out there on the streets. And you never know. Like I said, man, you never know what can actually go on. But dudes is not taking cases for nobody. Not today, nothing like that, you all. So again.
This is him? Well. Yes.
I mean, again, like one of his family members say, I hope everything okay. I hope, I don't know what's going to happen. But like I said, man, so let me go into who is Baz RQ. What's up, buddy? How's it good to be? Already, it's all good. Thank you for coming to join Baz RQ. And I appreciate that. Thank you. Love in return. Thank you for coming. But anyway, like I said again, man, this is one strange thing, man. If you joining these particular type of games and you are actually proud to be in something of such a magnitude, like I say, man, you better think twice about who you actually claiming as your friends or as your circle of associates, you all, because man, ain't nobody sticking to none of these crazy codes, street codes and all this here when it comes to freedom. You can bet your life on that. Like I said, man, it's crazy for another man to take when you got a family and a whole bunch of things that may be particularly going for you, your kids, you got mothers, children and people that's actually depending on you. Why take a case for another man? This is something that has always been questionable to me, you all. Like I said, man, for each man have his own, and even back then when I was living in this particular type of lifestyle, I made sure if somebody got in my vehicle or I got in their vehicle, man, this is mine, this is what I got, and whatever you got is yours. And if I was fit to get something from you, you best go and give it to me now, because I'm not taking no cases for anybody that for what reason? I mean, like I say, when you have these particular families, you have your whole life on the line. I mean, this is not nothing that I would advise anybody to do. You all, like I said, you have your own family and your people to actually take care of. You all, getting money is one thing, but these murder cases is something else. You all, and again, I didn't want to tarry too long. Just wanted to kind of give everybody a little insight on this particular thing because, people actually run off and don't have these particular news articles. A lot of people don't actually read the news article. They pretty much freestyle you all. So this is what I want to share with you all tonight. So peace and love, and hope everybody had a pretty good day. And I'll see you all again tomorrow. God say the same. God first, Christ gang. Peace. We out.